Well, folks, it's July 4th, and as you know, my producers are fond of torturing me with TikToks. Today, we're going to go through some anti-American TikToks and critique them. This video is sponsored by our friends at Balance of Nature.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore?
America. America's the scam.
Are you crying?
A country founded on genocide. Land of the free, home of the brave.
So what are you doing here?
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. There was supposed to be a wall between church and state. It's gone. For-profit healthcare, for-profit prison systems.
Okay, white man, head back over the ocean.
Congress is bought and paid for. We're being worked to death.
Really, are you? You look like you're dying in that car.
Inflation, which is just corporate greed, is out of
Corporate
control.
greed, they weren't greedy until Biden.
We're being priced out of existence.
Out of existence, you don't exist.
Quite literally.
Literally out of existence.
America. America is the f***ing scam.
Oh, you whining piece of shit. This guy's so whiny. Seriously, sitting there on his iPhone, in his air-conditioned car, talking about how America's the scam? Read a book, bag. Read another fucking book. Why don't you fly to a different country for a change? You know, like seriously. You know, it's amazing. There are these time machines. They exist right now. They're called airplanes. Just fly to a third world country and see how it's going for you. Also, I love these white people sitting around like, America's a colonialist, imperialist myth, as he sits in his car on white man's soil taken from the Native Americans. Anytime you want to take off back for your ancestral homeland, dude.
America is not a real place because why can we be 18 years old, go to war, buy an AR-15, but God forbid we sip on a White Claw? America is where a presidential candidate
That's your wine.
the most votes and still not be president. America is where people only care about immigrants if they're not white. America is where they decide to build bulletproof classrooms instead of adjusting the gun laws, God forbid. America is where
The crazy eyes tell it all.
who should be in adult diapers in a nursing home can be president and in charge of our nuclear codes.
I mean, I agree with that about Biden, actually. That last part I agree with. The rest of it I have a problem with. The part about Biden. Don't hate that part. Whenever it's like, we only care about immigrants if they're non-white. Well, weird, because if you look back at the history of American immigration, what you'll see is that people were super pissed about the Irish immigrants, the German immigrants, the Italian immigrants, the Jewish immigrants. Now the intersectional coalition considers all of those people white. Weird how that works. Their complaints, they're so whiny. You're so whiny. Oh my God, over here you can get drafted when you're 18, but you can't buy a beer? That's your big gripe?
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
Wow, what a soft life you lead. Seriously. Oh, this clip, yeah.
My feeling is they should open it, the border, and just let them pour in, let everybody pour in, and then the answer, which is, well, then there'll be all these problems. Yes, there should be. It shouldn't be so great here, is what I'm saying. In America, it shouldn't be. It's a weird thing to sequester a certain group of people and try to keep upping their lifespan and their lifestyle.
The Americans must be made to suffer. We must humiliate them.
And just keep trying to increase that for this group of people.
Why?
And then and then this pressure of people trying to come in so they can enjoy it. And then it gets worse and worse down here.
That's not how it works. No, wrong.
It's really just from down here. There's something wrong with that. That's not a system that's working.
Oh no, not again.
Extreme poverty on planet Earth has been reduced by well over 50% since 1980. This bizarre zero-sum game thinking, in which is like, well, America's rich because other places are poor. That's so stupid. That's not the way economics works. If that were the case, then the richest person in the year 1500, when exploitation was significantly greater on planet Earth, particularly in local areas.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
That person would have been super duper duper rich because that person would have been able to grab all the resources. As it turns out, it is the production of new goods and services via innovation, investment, free market economics that drives up life expectancy everywhere. Life expectancy has not just increased in the United States, it has increased worldwide dramatically. But if you don't understand that, then you think that America prospering means everybody else is suffering or some such nonsense. Lucy Kay doesn't even believe this, by the way. If Lucy Kay truly believes that it's, oh my God, it's such a zero-sum game, he'd open his house. We'll get to more of this in a moment. First, here is an eternal truth. Aside from TikTok videos, the least pleasant thing to consume are veggies. Take Brussels sprouts, for instance. They're gross. They're bad. What are they supposed to be anyway? Well, I don't have to eat them. Neither do you with Balance of Nature fruits and veggies. Balance of Nature fruits and veggies is the most convenient way to ensure you get your daily intake of fruits and veggies. Balance of Nature uses an advanced cold vacuum process that encapsulates fruits and veggies into whole food supplements without sacrificing those natural antioxidants. The capsules are completely void of additives, fillers, extracts, synthetics, pesticides, or added sugar. The only thing in Balance of Nature fruits and veggie capsules, those would be the fruits and the veggies. You need nutrients to function at your best each and every day. Balance of Nature helps you do just that. They're kosher too, so when I'm on the road, I can bring them with me. Keep myself healthy. Go to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code Shapiro for 35% off your first order as a preferred customer. Plus, get a free bottle of fiber and spice. That's balanceofnature.com. Promo code Shapiro. Again, balanceofnature.com. Use promo code Shapiro for 35% off your first order as a preferred customer and get that free bottle of fiber and spice. Balanceofnature.com. Promo code Shapiro to get started.
So I also serve the same community NYPD does, the 5 boroughs of New York City, right? Except that when I have to sometimes travel far, sometimes I go to Staten Island, near JFK, at the border of Long Island. Those are like long commutes. It takes me 2 hours to get there, 2 hours to get back home. And I don't get overtime for that.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Even though I've asked my boss multiple times. Because that's just my commute. I bet NYPD would have been getting overtime. And they're rolling in dough in overtime. The other thing is, my transportation is not covered. While they have these fancy cars with flashing lights and correction buses, whatever. They got their fleet. They got military vehicles. Meanwhile, if I take an Uber, because sometimes I'm tired, they refuse to redeem, whatever the word is, reimburse me. Yeah. And here's the thing, I'm all for supporting public transit, but they don't even pay for my monthly Metro card. They give me a tax-free Metro card. That's the best they could do. A tax-free Metro card. So yeah, next time y'all have a pandemic, they will continue to budget cut the health department, but inflate the NYPD. So next time you have a pandemic, you have a trash problem, you have a rob problem, anything to do with public health, go ask the NYPD to solve it, because your girl is tired.
You've been doing an incredible job in public health in New York City for a while, by the way. I'm very excited for you. You're not paying for your commute? Why should they pay for your commute? Live closer.
Right, yeah, of course.
You mean they're paying for police cars because that's where they keep the criminal suspects and how they get to the crimes? Like, what are you doing in your job that requires you to leave the office? The entire job of being a police officer is leaving the office. It's like the whole thing. Oh my gosh. I gotta say, the whines in this country, like the level of whining in this country is just beyond, especially on TikTok.
Liquid filth!
Just an app made for incredibly complaining people.
Are humans inherently selfish or cooperative? No, it's a false dichotomy based on essentialism.
For a second, I thought I heard...
Heard what?
I thought I heard singing, sir.
That's used by exploitative people to justify their domination, when the real problem systems of OPPR-ession.
Why do we keep printing this on white?
Come on!
Jerks think, how can I get more power for me? So make up myths like laziness, progress, and human nature to pretend they deserve a better life than you. And the rich white Western men who disproportionately benefit from the hierarchies justified by all these myths use their power to convince people with zero evidence to believe in white supremacy, capitalism, patriarchy, and imperialism.
That's called motherfucking bullshit!
So what to do to build a future with resilience?
This is the worst song ever.
By dispelling all these hierarchical myths. When you make sense of the world, consider it among these systems. And remember, individualism is a mistake based on self-actualization, which Maslow got wrong and conceded later in life, so you should also consider things like this.
That's a terrible song with awful lyrics. And try to scan with the tune, my friend. Beyond that, the philosophy, of course, is trash. So the basic idea here, I guess, is that human nature literally does not exist. It literally does not exist. And the only reason some people fail and some people succeed is because of systems of oppression. I can tell you the reason this guy is not succeeding in his musical career is not systems of oppression. It's because he blows at his job.
You know what's crazy to me?
Your nose ring. That's crazy to me. Or maybe it's your eye ring. Or maybe it's your other nose. Or your lip ring.
That doesn't sound too terrible. You get all these benefits and you get all whatever. I can go fight in a war, but I can't buy a cigarette.
Where have I seen this before?
I can't buy alcohol.
First of all, you can't fight in a war because you would fail. 4F.
To drive in any state, I have restrictions, so...
She doesn't have enough freedoms, this one. This is the big issue.
Right? Because I can't do certain things, but I can go fight in a war with other people and possibly have the chance of being killed.
I love when people cite the drafts who never in a million years would be drafted.
In the state of Indiana. You're 15, 16-year-old paying taxes, but you can't vote.
Oh, man. Wow.
What is that called?
taxation without any f***ing representation.
You did it. You broke
political commentary
down to its bare essentials.
Well, you look as though you're a person who deserves more responsibility. It feels like this is a person who's been denied freedom in their life. If this person had any more metal in their face, they'd be a full cyborg.
You give up a few things, chasing a dream.
Well, folks, I hope that you're having a wonderful 4th of July, celebrating the greatest country in the history of humanity and not listening to twerps like this. If there are any other TikToks you wish for me to review, leave them in the comments. We'll probably ignore you, but maybe not.